Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right, I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great day. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload or when I go live, like what I'm doing right now. If you love Sixers content, if you love Phillies content, Flyers content, and Patriots content, well, this is the channel for you. So, yes. Yes, sir. Here we go. Alrighty. So the Phillies are taking on the Washington Nationals. Man, last night's doubleheader, it was tough. Just like the way it ended. It didn't end on such a good note. Craig Kimbrell, there's been a lot of question marks about him. I understand that the whole strike call at the very end, that definitely was not the right call that was made by Derek Thomas for sure. But at the same time, you have to try to close out Lane Thomas, and you can't let him get on and hit a go-ahead home run. So, you definitely had to take both of those games, and you have to gain ground now against the Giants, and that's what you got to do. And even if you want to win the division against the Braves, they finally actually ended up winning last night, so you lost a little bit of ground against them as well. So that's the thing is all these games matter, and with this road or just with this schedule ahead, you have to really try to take care of business, guys. That's all what it has to be. It all comes down to that. Now, tonight's lineup is really interesting for sure. No Kyle Schwarber, no Bryson Stott. There's every single almost every single lefty is on the bench actually, except for Bryce Harper. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But let's talk about the starting lineups. Well, for the Nationals, we got C.J. Abrams, Lane Thomas, Joey Meneses, Dominic Smith, Keibert Ruiz, Jake Alou, Hildemaro Vargas, Blake Rutherford, and Alex Call. And that is the lineup for today for the Nats. And they will be facing Michael Lorenzen. In 19 games this season, he's gone 113 innings. He has a 3.48 ERA and has 88 strikeouts and 28 walks allowed. He pitched really well in his first outing, and the main thing about him that he did such a great job at was he kept the ball down. So if he can try to do that today, I think that could be a big weapon for him and help him in just so many ways. He's more of a ground ball, fly ball type of a pitcher. So, and he's really good at just making double plays and those types of things. What's up, everybody? Christopher, Jose, how are we all doing? Got to take these two games. Yes. All right, so the first pitch by Lorenzen is inside to C.J. Abrams, who's batting on the left side. Abrams hitting .261 with 11 homers and 44 RBI. The 1-0 pitch, fly ball that's hit out to dead center field. Backing up, though, and going towards the warning track is Rojas, and he's there to make the catch towards his left side. And there's one away. Abrams tried to take it for a ride, but wasn't able to get enough mustard on that one. So he flies out to center. Did the Phillies win both yesterday? No. So they lost last night, and they ended up winning during the day. They scored 8 runs during the day, but they lost 5-4 last night. Only give up 3, though, in the first game. First pitch, it's in there for a called strike to Logan Thomas, who homered in the first game of yesterday's doubleheader. The 0-1 delivery by Lorenzen. Check swing, did he go? First base umpire says yes, he did. They didn't check to see, or they didn't pan over to the first base umpire, but the home plate umpire says that, or confirmed that it was a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go again? That time they say no. Trip Gibson is the first base umpire. Let's talk about the crew chief. So Brendan Miller is behind the plate. Trip Gibson is over at first. Jordan Baker, who was the umpire in the first game of the doubleheader, he is over at second. The 1-2, foul ball. And Derek Thomas is the third base umpire. So there's one out, nobody on. The count is 1-2. The Phillies are now 10.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. Braves are 71-40, and the Phillies are 62-52. Lorenzen comes, kicks, fires, and throws it down low and outside for ball 2. Rising Rhinos everywhere. What's up, RC Talks, man? Thank you so much for coming on here. Man, if you want to promote your channel down below, please feel free to do so. The 2-2 delivery. Oh, man, it looked like it was at the knees, but it's a called ball by Brendan Miller. So Lorenzen did not get the call. 8 pitches so far for him, and we're just in the first inning. 3-2 is the count. The payoff pitch to Thomas. Foul ball. That was definitely a strike at the knees, the previous pitch that he just threw. So the count is full. There's 1 out. Let's talk about the Phillies' defensive lineup. So they have JT Realmuto behind the plate, and on the bump is Michael Lorenzen. We'll get to the rest of the infield and the outfield in just a couple of seconds. The 3-2. Called strike 3. A sweeper on the outside corner, and it freezes up Thomas, and there's 2 away. And now here comes the guy that hit 2 homers in last night's game, including the big one to put them out in front in that 9th inning. And that was the difference, and that's Joey Meneses. First pitch to Joey is just a little bit outside for ball 1. So the Phillies, as far as their defensive lineup goes, they have JT Realmuto behind the plate. Bryce Harper's over at first. Castro's at second. Bohm's at third. Sosa's at short. Weston Wilson making his Phillies debut is out in left field. The 1-0 is outside and low for ball 2. Johan Rojas plays out in center. Nick Castellanos is in right field. And the DH is actually Trey Turner for tonight's game. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. It's in there at the knees for a called strike. There is Dave Martinez, the manager for the Nationals. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch on the outside corner looked like it was a little bit off the plate, but at times, that time he gets the call. Lorenzen gets the call. 2-2 is the count. Meneses batting on the right side. The 2-2 pitch downstairs for ball 3. So that makes the count full at 3-2. Dominic Smith waits in the on-deck circle. Abrams flied out to center. Thomas struck out looking. The payoff pitch, foul ball. And Joey gets another chance. So Lorenzen, as I mentioned, in his last outing, well, he did a pretty good job. He went 7 1/3 of an inning. And almost went 8. The 3-2, foul ball. It's 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs. One of them was a home run. And he also had 5 strikeouts. The count is full to Joey Meneses. Lorenzen kicks, fires, and throws it down low. And the count, well, Meneses will walk on over to first base. Okay. So there's 2 outs and a runner over at first. Still a lot of sunshine out at Citizens Bank Park. What's up, PAS? How you doing? What's up, Rising Rhino? Oh, man, you're in the house. Let's go. First pitch. Check swing, did he go? Third base umpire says no. So Dom Smith had 3 hits in the first game. Did not play in the second game. He was 3 for 4 with a double and a strikeout. The 1-0, foul ball. This is a guy that has really been hitting very well against the Phillies, lifetime-wise. I don't know. It's just that there's just something. There's just something to be said about certain players hitting well against certain teams. The 1-1, it's up high for ball 2. I remember Matt Diaz was another guy that played for the Braves that always just hit home runs against the Phillies and got extra base hits. Jeff Francoeur was another one. The 2-1, down low for ball 3. And another guy, I think that's a that kind of goes to as well when he was with the Marlins was Miguel Rojas. Like, he would put up Hall of Fame numbers if he just played against the Phillies almost all the time. He's a good player, too. Like, don't get me wrong, but the way that he was performing against the Phillies was just... And it doesn't even compare to his actual stats. The 3-1, it's in there for a called strike. Thank you, music. Music and movies with Eska. Thank you, man. Another full count. Back-to-back full counts. This time it's to Dom Smith, who's hitting .269 on the season. And the payoff pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. It's slicing in foul territory. And making the catch right at the wall is Weston Wilson. It just stayed in play. Welcome to the show, Weston Wilson. And we go now to the bottom of the first inning. Pretty nice catch in foul territory. It went just, actually stayed right in front of the rail. We go to the bottom of the first. Okay. I like that call. Fell out to left field. Okay. That was pretty nice. Tim, what's going on, Tim? How you doing? All right. Yeah. Jiva Newts, if she fails to comply one more time, we're just gonna pull the plug, because I've been nice about it a couple times, but she's just been spamming the channel, so this is her last warning. So anyhow, if you guys are new to my channel, all right, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Just don't be annoying, guys. Just don't be annoying. Don't spam the channel, and just have a good time. That's all we have to do. We'll just have to pack her up, JJ. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. She's in 7th grade, so we've warned her a couple of times. So, Jaden Hopkins, I haven't seen you on here in a while, dude. What's going on? Thank you, man. All right, so let's go over. Jacqueline, this is your last warning, dude. I'm done being nice, all right? If you keep spamming the channel, I don't want to do that, man. What's up, Jacqueline? Okay, Phillies lineup. You got Trey Turner, Alec Boehm, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Rodolfo Castro, Weston Wilson, Edmundo Sosa, and Johan Rojas. First pitch to Trey is in there for a called strike. Turner is actually on a 6-game hitting streak. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Turner, foul ball. It's okay. I've just warned you a couple of times. I want you to come on here and have fun, just like with everyone, but I don't want you to keep spamming the chat. That's all. The ball's 2 strikes. The pitch to Turner. Swing on a fly ball hit out to left center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Getting over to it is Call, and Turner's just going to get on with a leadoff single. Good piece of hitting by Turner. It's just nice to see him back out there, just starting to get back into his groove. This is what they signed him for. Alec Boehm is coming up, so Turner leads off over at first. He did have a stolen base in last night's game. Throw back to first is not in time. Mackenzie Gore is on the mound. Mackenzie Gore actually struggled his last time out against the Phillies. He's 6-8 on the season. He has a 4.34 earned run average. First pitch to Boehm. Popped up, and it's foul. And out of play. Oh, wow. That's cool. You excited? 129 strikeouts for Mackenzie in 112 innings. And he's facing Alec Boehm, who's hitting .294 with 12 homers and leads the team with 72 RBI. The 0-1 inside for ball one. Was a slider at 89. Bowman, the doubleheader yesterday. Only played in game one, but he had a big solo homer out to right center field. It went 420 feet. Gore looks back at first, now throws it, and the throw is not in time as Turner gets back in there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bohm. Gore comes set at the letters, winds up, delivers. There's a bouncer hit over to shortstop. Abrams has it. The throw over the second. There's one. The throw back to first. Not in time. Bohm just beats it out. So that's just a 6-4 fielder's choice. Good thing that Bohm was hustling down that line. But there's one out now. Turner was out by force over at second. And here comes Bryce Harper. Let's see. It was a little bit close. No. I didn't realize how close it actually was, but I don't think that they're not going to challenge it, so. Harper's coming up to the plate. Harper went 1 for 9 in the doubleheader yesterday as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Had a big home run that gave the Phillies a 3-2 lead. It's during the middle of the game. But he struck out 6 times just throughout the entire day. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It was a slider that was outside. I don't know if it's, I've noticed that he's been chasing after more pitches, so when he's chasing after pitches, that's not really a good sign, but he has to snap out of this funk himself. That's all he has to do. Gore comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it upstairs for ball one. As far as the Nationals defensive lineup goes, they got Keibert Ruiz behind the plate, Dom Smith over at first, Jake Alou at second, Ildemaro Vargas over at third, and C.J. Abrams at short. We'll go to the outfield in just a few moments. The 1-2 pitch, line drive into right center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Bohm rounding third. He'll come in to score. And the throw over to second base is cut off by Alou. And Bryce Harper gets an RBI double, and the Phillies lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Good piece of hitting by Bryce as he took a fastball down the middle and hit it about 112 miles per hour off the bat. And the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. Went all the way towards the Hatfield sign right next to the out-of-town scoreboard. And Bohm, give him credit because he was really hustling from second to third, and he just cruised on into home plate. Nick Castellanos due up. Harper leads off over at second. The first pitch to Castellanos, swinging a high fly ball. Hit out to deep center field. Backing up is Call, and he runs out of room. A 2-run home run to dead center field by Nick Castellanos. His 18th home run of the season. It just got out of here and went into the Phillies bullpen, and they lead it 3-0. There's his son, right behind the plate, saying, "I love you, Dad." Let's see where this pitch was. Right out over the middle. I didn't know if it had a chance or not, but it just kept going back and just had enough oomph to get on out of here. Here comes JT. So Mackenzie Gore, who throws it inside for ball one, has already allowed 3 runs so far on the day. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Gore. It's a curveball in there for a called strike. Had the turtle for years, says Chris. So JT's up at the plate. I wonder where Larry is. The 1-1 just misses. And the count is now 2-1. That, JJ, you like my logo? Oh, I love your logo, Chris. I love it, man. 2 balls, 1 strike to Riamuto. The next pitch, that's inside for ball 3. So I forgot to mention, because I got a little bit sidetracked, that Rutherford is out in left field, Calls in center, and Thomas is in right. The 3-1, bouncer hit over to third, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time to get JT. Good play by Vargas. Had to field it over towards his left side. He's playing over towards the bag at third. Made an easy throw over to first. Is the chat froze? Okay, no, it's not. Yes, nice. Very nice. Castro comes up. Gore with the first pitch. It's down low and inside. Rodolfo Castro hitting .223 with 6 homers and 22 RBI. We got 29 people on here. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe. The 1-0, swing and a miss. That slider was down low and inside, and Castro could not catch up to it. Castro in last night's game went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Only played in game 2. Actually, that's a lie. Only started in game 2. The 1-1, swing and a miss. So Gore, as I mentioned, has a 4.34 earned run average. He's 24 years old from Wilmington, North Carolina. Had 5 strikeouts in his last outing. That was against the Milwaukee Brewers. The 1-2, foul ball. Went 6 innings. Actually has gone 5 or more innings over his last 4 outings. Only give up 2 earned runs against Milwaukee. The 1-2, foul ball. They just showed a replay of the fielder's choice ground out that Alec Boehm hit into. When you look at it again, it actually looked like maybe it could have been out. Just maybe. It would have been tough, but that's what they're talking about. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and the side is retired, but the Phillies strike first on an RBI double by Bryce Harper and a 2-run dead center field home run by Nick Castellanos. And we head to the top of the second. The Phillies lead it 3-0 against the Washington Nationals. Okay. Cool. Oh, man. There we go. Nice. All right, so my name is Jason Joseph, guys. I'm from South Jersey. I'm a broadcaster on here. I've been doing this for 7 months, and we've been having a lot of fun, man. We do Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, Flyers hockey, and Patriots football. That blanked out on me for a second. I do apologize about that. If you enjoy my content, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. All right? And also be sure that you subscribe to the channel. So, all right, Phillies lead it 3-0 as we go to the top of the second. All right, I'll see you later, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming on here. Try not to spam, all right? Yes. All right, so, well, coming up in this inning, you have Keibert Ruiz, Jake Alou, and Ildemaro Vargas. All right, guys, so I want to ask you, all right? So if you have not answered the poll question, please make sure that you do that. And I bring that up because, look, I want to talk. I want to hear what your thoughts are about this question, okay? What do you really believe is most likely to happen when you look at the team right now, okay, as of today? What are your thoughts on where this team will end up at the end of the regular season? Are they going to miss the playoffs? Are they going to get in because of a wild card spot? Or are they actually going to win the division. Because I think it's a good conversation to have. 2 balls, no strikes to Keibert Ruiz. The game just got back on. He's hitting .245. He homered in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Michael Lorenzen still out there for a second inning of work. The pitch, up high and outside for ball 3. Jake Alou waits in the on-deck circle. He had a hit in yesterday's game, but only went 1 for 6. 3-0. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Lorenzen with 28 pitches so far. Comes set at the belt. And here's the 3-1 offering. It's just outside for a ball 4, and that's now the second walk issued by Michael Lorenzen. All right, so a leadoff walk to Keibert Ruiz, and Jake Alou is coming up to the plate. All right, so Gamer Guy says, I think as long as Turner keeps playing like this, Nick keeps having this stellar season, Bryce keeps being Bryce. First pitch, swing and a miss to Jake Alou. Stock keeps growing and developing, and all the other guys keep working hard. Then I think we really have a great shot with winning the World Series. Okay. That's an interesting point. The 0-1, swing and a miss. But the question is, I mean, I'm happy that you brought that up, but do you think, now that you did bring that up, right, is that more likely to happen? Are those things more likely to happen during the regular season or during the postseason or both? The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Jake Alou strikes out as he got fooled on a breaking ball. There's the first out of the inning. Ildemaro Vargas is due up. He's playing over at third base, and he takes a ball up high. 94 on the gun by Lorenzen. Vargas with 3 homers and 18 RBI on the season. Ended up going yard last night. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball it out to center field. Rojas will track it down as he backs up a couple of feet in front of the warning track, and he's there to make the catch right out in front of him, and there's 2 away. I like that pitch that Lorenzen threw there. He dared him to go after a fastball. And, I mean, he put the barrel on it pretty sharply, but thought it was just a good pitch that he went with. Blake Rutherford. Well, since he's gotten called up, he's 0 for 11 with the Nationals as he swings and misses at the first pitch. A changeup that was just outside. And Lorenzen now has 35 pitches. So there's a runner over at first. That's Keibert Ruiz. The 0-1 by Lorenzen. Swing and a miss. 94. So he goes with a changeup and then goes back at it with a heater on the outside corner. So that makes the count 0-2. Rutherford's numbers in the minors were pretty good this season, and he deserved the call-up. The 0-2 delivery just fouled off as I think he got a little piece of JT, and he needs a quick second just to breathe a little bit. Got him right in the wickets. Oof. I've always wondered how come they've never really had any sort of protection down there. But I also understand. Yep, it bounced and hit him right in the wickets. Oh, boy. But he shakes it off. We'll get back into a squat position. But just needed a quick moment. No balls, 2 strikes. Phillies lead it 3-0. We're in the top of the second inning. A runner's over at first. Lorenzen kicks, deals the pitch. Fly ball hit out to deep left center field. Rojas gets underneath it right by the Giant sign, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the second. Phillies lead it 3-0 against the Nats. Alrighty, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Alco people, do your thing. Do your magic, man. Do that magic. All right? Yes. I think that everyone turns up in the postseason, so I do think that we will be in a great. I think that it will happen in both. Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. Shout out to my OG JJ. What's up, AJ? Thanks for coming on here, man. Cool, calm, collective, and is the ticket. Good, brother. Keep making us proud. I appreciate that compliment so much, man. I really do. And like I said, guys, any sort of constructive criticism is welcome too. You know, I really do appreciate the positive feedback. If you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below, and then I'll give you a shout out. And you'll get to hear this. That means welcome on into the play-by-play with JJ family, guys. That's what that means. So, yes. Okay. Well, I forgot to write that. Nope, I did not. Yeah, I did. I did forget to write that down. Okay. So, yes. All right. And obviously, if you have any questions, too, like, feel free to write them down below, guys. You know, we can answer questions as we go along. But I do want you to answer the poll question. All right? I really do. I want you to answer that poll question, and I want you to explain why you feel the way that you do. Okay, are the Phillies going to miss the playoffs? Are they going to get into the playoffs are they going to get into the playoffs via the wild card, or are they going to get into the playoffs via winning the division? Or are you unsure? Because I think that that's also valid too. Alrighty, Weston Wilson will be leading things off in the bottom of the second inning. There's his whole family out in left center field. Actually, it's in there. Actually, I think that they're in foul territory towards the left field side. Yep, big family crowd for him right there. First pitch that he sees is a ball at the major league level. Made a pretty good catch out in foul territory to end the first. The 1-0 swing and a miss. I had to laugh because when the Phillies were playing against the Royals, MJ Melendez was not available as the backup catcher. As the 1-1, swinging a fly ball, hit out to deep left field. That's going back to the track, to the wall. Welcome to the show, Weston Wilson. A solo home run by Wilson, and the Phillies lead it 4-0. He goes 429 feet in his first at-bat with the Phils. If I'm not mistaken, as he gets hugs in the dugout, the last Philly to hit his first home run in his first at-bat was Chase Utley. Somebody please fact check that though. First pitch. It's inside for a ball. There's his father crying. Oh man. That is so touching. Can you believe it? Tears in his eyes. And Wilson gets hugs from everybody in the Phillies dugout. The count is 2-0 to Edmundo Sosa. The pitch to Sosa. Foul ball. Just a mistake thrown out over the middle of the plate. It was a hanging breaking ball, and he gives a little salute. I don't know who that was to, but it was to somebody in the Phillies dugout. Maybe it was Kevin Long. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now the count is 3-1. I wonder if they are trying to find where the ball landed. I don't know. But that is such a cool moment. The 3-1 offering to Sosa, swing and a miss. There's his mom sitting right next to his dad, still has tears in his eyes. Just watching his son make his major league debut and hitting a home run in his first career at-bat. The payoff pitch by Gore, swing and a miss. It was actually foul-tipped into the glove. All right, there it is. So a fan has the baseball, and somebody from NBC Sports caught that. I wonder if they're going to give it back. I don't know. But just such a cool moment for Weston Wilson. There's Rhys Hoskins celebrating in the Phillies dugout. And everybody in his family just going bonkers. Absolutely crazy for Weston Wilson. No balls, 1 strike. All right. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncer, hit over to shortstop. Abrams has it, fields it, and throws over to first. And there's out number 2. That has just got to be such a cool moment. His first at-bat at Citizens Bank Park. His first Major League at-bat, period. And he does it at home and just hits a home run. And not only does he make a great catch, but that is just a dream scenario. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch outside for ball 1. I'm watching it on NBC Sports Philly. All right, so the fan, I believe, is going over to one of the family members, or is making their way over towards the dugout, and is going to give him the ball. And the camera crew is actually following her. That is such a cool moment. 2-0 is the count to Trey Turner. The bases are empty. There's 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. Gore kicks, fires the pitch, swinging a fly ball. Hit out to dead center field. Backing up his call towards the track, and he just has enough room to make the catch. And the inning is over. But Weston Wilson gets a home run. He's the first Philly to hit a home run in his first at-bat since Derek Hall did it in 2022. Okay, so there you go. Welcome to the big leagues, Weston Wilson. Phillies lead it 4-0 as Wilson hits his first homer in his first Major League at-bat for the Phils. I got to cut that call. I think that call was pretty cool. I figured that something might happen like that. And guys, you just never know what you're going to get at the ballpark. That's always like one of my favorite broadcaster sayings, even though I'm physically not at the ballpark, but you never know what you're going to see. You just never know. And those types of moments are moments that you should always cherish. You guys were on here when Weston Wilson hit his first homer in his first Major League at-bat. Just remember that, guys. That was a good call. I'm going to cut that. I have to remember to cut that. Of course, when I go to the bathroom. You did it, TikTok, on YouTube. You did it. You did it. That was because of you, man. You were the good luck charm. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, man. Go back and listen to that call when you get a chance, guys. Okay. So the question is, where is the girl that caught the home run? That's the next question. Well, we have a side story going on as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. 9-1-2 are due up for the Nats. First pitch to call is in there for a strike. Lorenzen has 39 pitches so far on the evening. Phillies do lead at 4-0. Call at the plate. The 0-1 offering. It's in there for a called strike. The count is 0-2. Nobody on. Nobody out in the top of the 3rd inning. Alex Call is due up at the plate. He's hitting .206 on the season. The windup and the pitch by Lorenzen. Down low for ball 1. So that makes the count 1-2. Is Ryan Howard in the booth? He is. Oh, man. That's cool. Ryan Howard's in the booth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lorenzen gets set, kicks, fires, and throws it down low for ball 2. What are those? Are they like waffles? Waffle hamburgers? Or What are they? The 2-2, chopped foul towards the third base side. Must be like a new food that they're giving at the ballpark. That is really incredible. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Lorenzen. It's just off the plate for ball 3. That slider was just outside. So it was a 0-2 count. Is now a full count to Alex Call. C.J. Abrams waits in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch. Swinging a bouncer. Hit over to third. Bohm has it. Throws over to first. Just in time to get Alex Call. His call was out by about a step or so. And there's one away. I like that pitch that Lorenzen went to. He was like, you know what? I'm done with playing with pitches. Let me try to throw a slider and just see if Alex Call can beat me on this. And it worked. C.J. Abrams hit a deep fly ball out to center field his first time up, but just was not able to go a yard with it. First pitch by Lorenzen. It's a changeup on the outside corner for a called strike. Nobody on. 1 out in the top of the third. The Phillies lead it 4-0. The 0-1 down low for ball 1. Phillies actually scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first on an RBI double by Bryce Harper. A 2-run home run by Nick Castellanos as well. And then they added on 1 more run as Weston Wilson just hit his first home run in his first Major League at-bat. It was a solo shot. It out to left field. And that's how the Phillies are up 4-0. The 1-1 swing and a miss. So that makes the count 1-2. Lorenzen has to gather himself really quickly. This is a beautiful night out. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another changeup thrown by Lorenzen. That has been one of his deadly pitches. Okay, so now they're showing. Yeah, it's like a waffle burger. Is that what that is? It's like an all-in-one meal. That's like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner type of a thing. Yeah, I think it is a waffle burger. Can you guys look that up to see if the Phillies are now selling these waffle burgers or what they're called? Because now I'm curious. 1 ball, no strikes to Lane Thomas. Ryan Howard has one too. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. To Lane Thomas. Did I say Michael Thomas? Maybe I took Michael Lorenzen's first name and Thomas's last name. I apologize about that if I did that. The 1-1. Just off the plate for ball 2. Wilson is the first Philly to hit a home run in his first MLB plate appearance since Marlon Anderson did it. I believe that was in 99. 2-1. High hopper hit over to third. Bohm from foul territory with a throw to first. And Harper digs it out. Great play by Alec Bohm from Manny Machado range. And we go to the bottom of the third. The Phillies lead it 4-0. A 1-2-3 inning for Michael Lorenzen. That throw was absolutely a beauty. All right. Abrams. What did he do? He grounded out to short, right? What's up, Jacqueline? Thanks for coming back on here. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on those notification bell icons, too, so that way you know when I upload. All right? And also spread the word, guys. We want more people to come on here and to be a part of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. So if you know other people that would love the play-by-play content and all that type of stuff, please make sure that you tell them about that. Yeah, I'm watching it on NBC Sports, my guy. Thanks for coming on here, Quentin. I appreciate that. Weren't you just talking about hitting a home run in their first at-bat last night? I actually was. I was. No story has been made about where the ball is right now. Okay, you want to know my Eagles opinion. Okay, also you're Bobby, and I'm a diehard Phillies fan. Oh, that's so cool, man. Okay, so if you're wondering about my fandom about the Eagles, right? Uh, are you fine if I stay? Of course I'm fine if you stay. Of course, absolutely. I want you guys to stay on here. That's what we do this for, guys. That's why you're on my channel. Good. Alec Boehm is coming up as we head to the bottom of the third. He had a 420-foot missile in last night's game. So did anybody look up to see if the ballpark now is waffle burgers or what these things are? Or are they just waffles that are stuffed with meat, or what are they? Here comes Boehm, the first pitch. He takes a hack at the 96-mile-per-hour heater, and he swings and misses at it. And the count is 0-1. Boehm hitting .293 on the season with 12 homers and 72 runs batted in. Gore comes set, kicks, fires, and throws it inside. And the count is now 1-1. Bowman, the doubleheader of last night, played in Game 1 and just went 1 for 4. Had a really good series, though, against the Royals. The 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Gore already has 39 pitches. As I mentioned, Gore's 24 years old. The 1-2. Foul ball. The count still remains at 1-2. Gore played for the Padres back in 2022, but was a part of the Juan Soto trade that sent him over to Washington. The 1-2 delivery, foul ball. So he was traded with Robert Hassel, the third, James Wood, Jarlin Susana, C.J. Abrams, and Luke Voigt in exchange for Juan Soto and Josh Bell. The 1-2 offering, swing and a miss, and Mackenzie Gore gets strikeout number 3 on the evening. And there's one away. Oh, of course. Yeah, no, please make sure that you go follow JJ on TikTok and all the socials too. Bryce Harper's due up. He comes up to the dish, and he takes it down low and way outside. That was at least a foot off the plate. 1-0 is the count. The pitch by Gore. Swinging a pop-up that's just foul. That makes the count now 1-1. Harper has been... during the doubleheader last night, he struck out 6 times in both games combined. But he did have a big home run to give the Phillies a 3-2 lead. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, foul ball. Base is emptied. 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch by Gore. Swinging a fly ball, hit out to shallow center field. Call gets under it, calls off Abrams as he loses his cap, and he's there to make the catch in shallow center field. They're showing replays on NBC Sports on Ryan Howard's home runs in the World Series and Joe Blanton's home run that he hit. I'll never forget that. My dad went to that game, and he doesn't remember seeing it, but I remember he was at that game. I did not go to that. First pitch to Castellanos, swinging the fly ball, hit out to right field. That's going back to the track, to the wall. He's done it again! Nick Castellanos with his 2nd home run of the evening. In his first 3 games against the Nationals, he homered in 3 straight games, and tonight he's homered 2 times. Just continues to hit really well against the Nats. Here comes his son, going back to his spot. He missed it. Oh, he got up and I don't know where he was, but now his son's going back. His 200th career home run, and he gives a little curtain call to the fans. Just got out of here. Out over the out-of-town scoreboard. The count is 0-1 to JT. The pitch down low for ball one. So that now is the third home run today for the Phils. JT grounded out in the first. There's 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-1 up high and outside for ball 2. The 2-1 offering, swing and a miss. Castellanos also, I believe if my memory is correct, he also did have a 2-home run game against the Nationals last year, if I'm not mistaken. The 2-2 swing and a miss. And that's going to do it as JT strikes out on a high cheeser. But Nick Castellanos with his second home run of the day. Career home run number 200 for Casti. And the Phillies lead it 5-0. And we go to the top of the 4th inning. Okay. Burger. It is a burger. Okay, it is a waffle burger. Okay. Do you know anything else about it? Okay, yeah, it looks like, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, I see it now. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off, guys. I got to get some water and stretch a little bit, but I will be right back. All right? I'll see you guys really soon. Don't change that channel. Don't go anywhere. We need 2 more subscribers to get to 850. I'll be right back. See you soon. Well, look who the cat brought in. What is up, Larry? Yes, you've missed a lot, and you're not going to believe it. In case you're just tuning in, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. The Phillies have scored in all 3 innings so far. They first got an RBI double from Bryce Harper in the first. Then Nick Castellanos hit a home run to give them a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first. As the first pitch by Lorenzen is up high for a ball. Lorenzen comes set, winds up, delivers. The pitch to Meneses. Grounder hit over to shortstop. Sosa has it, throws over to first. And there's 1 out. So then, after that, Weston Wilson hit his first home run in his first Major League at-bat for the Phils. And that was a really cool moment to see. That was the first time that that's happened since Derek Hall did it for the Phils. And that's how they went up 4-0. And then Nick Castellanos had another home run. It was an opposite field homer and career home run number 200. So he is 2 for 2 today with 2 homers, all off of Mackenzie Gore. The pitch. It's in there for a strike to Dom Smith, who fouled out in the first, to Weston Wilson. The 0-1. Swing on the towering fly ball. That's going back to the track. Rojas, does he have enough room? He does, and he makes the catch right in front of the wall. And there's 2 outs. 2 quick outs so far. Keibert Ruiz is coming up to the plate batting on the left side, and he takes that one down low. Larry knows I'm not making this stuff up. He's just being sarcastic. The 1-0, it's in there for a strike. Ruiz batting on the left side. He homered last night. It's actually in the first game of the doubleheader that he hit a big long ball. The 1-1 by Lorenzen downstairs and outside for ball 2. Just looked at the scoreboard, and I see that the Braves have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second at Pittsburgh. Phillies, though, lead at 5-0. We're in the top of the fourth. The bases are empty, and there's 2 outs. The 2-1 down low for ball 3. The 3-1 offering, foul ball. And the count now is full at 3-2. So Ruiz was also a part of the Juan Soto trade. He ended up coming over here. So C.J. Abrams, Keibert Ruiz, and Mackenzie Gore all made it to the big league level so far. The 3-2, outside and high for ball 4. And there's a walk drawn by Ruiz. That's his second time that he's walked today. Two outs, a runner on, and Jake Alou is coming up, and he foul tips that one for a strike. Phillies, well, the Phillies are now 62-52. They're 31-22 at home. They just continue to play really well against the Nats, even though they did lose last night's game. But the offense today has been really good so far. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and now that makes the count 1-1. Lorenzen comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch outside for ball 2. And the count now is 2-1. So Zach Greinke, I forgot to mention because we weren't on the game on Sunday. But he had the chance to hit. He had an opportunity to do so because MJ Melendez was not available to catch. So the 2-1 is up high for ball 3. And boy, did he want to bat so badly. And Rob Thompson the other day was actually asked by Scott Fransky, who would be his backup catcher in case something happens, unfortunately. And he said that it would probably be Weston Wilson, but he doesn't know that just yet. The 3-1 fly ball hit out to center field. Tracking it down is Rojas, and he's there to make the catch towards his left side, and the inning is over. So, no runs, 1 left, and now we go to the bottom of the fourth. All right. What else do we have going on here? A little Amber. Philadelphia up big, I see. How many streams tonight? Oh, we're just doing Phillies. Phillies, Sixers, Flyers, and Patriots. So, nothing new for tonight. We will be doing our Phillies post-series recap pod. That'll be on Thursday, though. Severe thunderstorm warning. Where? In New Jersey? Or south, or in Philly? Did you just get that? There was no rain in the forecast for today. It's for tomorrow. They were calling for a lot of rain tomorrow. I've got to remember to cut Weston Wilson's first career home run. Yeah, it's a long story. Everybody asked me about it, and rightfully so. I won't talk about it right now. But yes. All right, so This is Weston Wilson's family right here getting interviewed from Taryn Hatcher. Wow. So did they get the ball? That's the question that I want to know. Did they end up getting the ball? Because the girl that caught it was going somewhere, so I assume she was going either to A, the dugout, or B, to Weston Wilson's family. Because NBC Sports was following her. And, yeah, I don't know what that was. What's going on, guys? Is it in Philly, I asked. All right, so Rodolfo Castro will lead things off. Mackenzie Gore's still out there, and the ball slipped out of his hand as it went way inside and low for a ball. That's just got to be such a cool moment with your family in the house on the very first, in your very first at-bat. You get to see your son, your brother, a family member hit a home run in this first Major League at-bat at home with a nice crowd there. That is just such an incredible story. 2 balls, no strikes to Castro, the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. So Rodolfo Castro, playing for the Phils, he was acquired via the trade deadline for Bailey Falter. Falter was playing. It was pretty much up and down. He was up at the very beginning of the season, but got sent down to AAA. And there was really not a spot on the roster for him since they got Michael Lorenzen. The 3-0. In there for a strike, and the count is now 3-1. The pitch. Grounder. Hit over to third. Played on a hop by Vargas, and he throws it over to first. It takes about 2 bounces or so, and it's caught over at first by Dominic Smith as he digs it out. And there's one away. All right, 1 out. Nobody on. And here comes Weston Wilson, who homered in his first Major League at-bat. The first pitch that he sees in this at-bat is down low for ball 1. Every time you say it, it's just such a cool thing to say. The 1-0 pitch, swinging a fly ball. Oh, it's just fouled, and it'll go out of play. Wilson went to Wesleyan Christian Academy in High Point, North Carolina. The 1-1, up high and outside for ball 2. Then he also played baseball for the Clemson University Tigers. Ended up transferring over there and became a 17th round pick in the 2016 draft. The 2-1, foul ball down the right field line. He's from Piano, Texas. It's in Collin County. I didn't know that. Was a top prospect for the Phillies along with guys like Griff McGarry. And the 2-2. It's down low for ball 3. So now the count is full. Gore's still on the mound. 62 pitches for him. The payoff pitch to Weston Wilson. Inside for ball 4. It's the second time he's gotten on base. And he walks over to first. Had some really cool stories for the Phils over the last 3 to 4 days. You have Bryce Harper walking up to a fan and just chilling out with him while his brothers were doing something else. That was really cool. First pitch to Sosa. Fly ball hit out to left field. It's going back to the track. And Rutherford is there to just make the catch right on the track. And Sosa, I think, just missed it. and there's 2 away. Yes, let's go. Let's go, man. 2 outs. And a runner over at first. And Johan Rojas is up, and he takes it up high for ball 1. Then you got Trey Turner with the crowd behind him, hitting that big home run and getting out of the slump that he's in, and now he's batting in the leadoff spot, and he had a single to start off the first. That's been a really cool story, too. He's starting to get hot. And then Weston Wilson, of course. First homer. And his first major league at-bat. At home. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Gore. It's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike at 94 miles per hour. Johan Rojas up at the plate. It's a pretty good crowd tonight at the bank. But it's not a sold-out crowd. There are definitely some empty seats out towards the left field foul side. But still nice. The 1-1, swing and a miss, and the runner goes. And the throw is not in time to second base. Weston Wilson. A lot of firsts tonight as he steals second. And that's his first stolen base in his major league debut. Got a pretty good jump on it, too, and Ruiz was just not able to throw him out. Jake Alou tried to tag him on the right side, and Wilson just got his hand in there. 1-2 is the count. Gore looks back at second, now back to the plate. The pitch, foul ball. It was a screamer down the first base line, and the count still remains at 1-2. Just have yourself quite a day. Two outs. Wilson leads off at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gore looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The pitch. Way in the dirt. Bounced right before it even touched home plate. The count is now 2-2. See where this thing bounced. It was like a foot before the plate. It's like one of those pitches that you see in like Wii baseball. The 2-2 pitch. He broke his bat. It's a little flare out to left field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Vargas plays it on a couple of ups. Weston Wilson comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Johan Rojas. He got jammed on a fastball and just had enough strength to bloop it out to left field. And Vargas got to it, threw it to the cutoff man, and the Phillies lead it 6-0 on the RBI single by Rojas. Heads up with the barrel. I think it almost hit Dusty Wathan. Let's see from the replay. Nope, it actually went towards the backstop. Oh, man. Trey Turner comes up. The pitch that he sees is in there for a strike. You'll get more Seriously Larry content in Snowman's chat. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. I'm happy that you're going to support him. No balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the throw over to second base to try to get Rojas is just in time. It was a good throw by Ruiz, and Rojas thought he got in there safely. Claritre's going to go over to the phone, and if they don't decide to review this, then the inning will be over. Let's see. I don't think that they're going to challenge it. So that's the inning. Phillies do get another run, though, on an RBI single by Johan Rojas, and we head to the top of the 5th. All right. Cool. Refs suck. I mean, they got the call right. And it's umps. They're not refs. Yes. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. And turn on those notification bell icons, too, so that way you know when I upload. Yes, guys, please make sure that you go give my brother some love, man. Seriously, I really do appreciate that. Yes. Please make sure that you go check out Snowman Multimedia, man. We got to support. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Phillies lead it 6-0. They've scored in all 4 innings so far. Yes. Please help my man get to 800. Let's make that happen for sure. Ugh. We got 40 people on here. For those of you that are new to my channel, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right, you're tuning into quite a cast tonight. You really are. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, guys. We need 2 more subscribers to get to 850. And please tell your friends about this channel, and tell your family members too about this. If you guys would also like to donate to the channel, you don't have to do it. I haven't really been saying this over the last couple of days, but I try to say it every once in a while. But if you do want to donate to the channel, okay, feel free to leave a super chat down below. In the live chat, you can do that, or you can also donate via Venmo or PayPal. The links to those are in the LINKTREE. Okay, that's also pinned in the chat down below as well, and in the description. And if you want to get in touch with Play-by-Play with JJ, make sure that you email Play-by-Play with JJ at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. First pitch, swinging the bouncer, hit over to first. Harper has it, and it'll just go over towards the bag. Takes about 3 steps or so. And there's one away. 1 out, bases are empty. First pitch is swung on and missed, as Rutherford is due up at the plate. So Vargas was the one that grounded out to first. That's how we start off the top of the 5th. The count is 0-1 to Blake Rutherford. The pitch, it's sliced foul, and it goes out of play. I do want to bring this up, guys. So I know there's been a lot of talk about the whole Kevin Brown situation. All right, the 0-2. Let's fly it out to left field as Rutherford got way underneath it. And there to make the catch, not really flinching or anything, is Weston Wilson, and there's 2 away. So, Lorenzen has 73 pitches, and coming up to the plate is Alex Call with 2 outs and with nobody on. So, it's a very interesting story for those of you that didn't hear about it. First pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit out to left center field. That's going back towards the track. Rojas is there, and he's there to make the catch. And the inning is over. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Phillies lead at 6-0. As Trey Turner's going to come up, and the top of the lineup will be back up too. All right, so in case you guys didn't hear about the whole Kevin Brown story, all right, so Kevin Brown was a broadcaster, or is a broadcaster for the Baltimore Orioles, okay? Somebody from, don't quote me on this. Let me say it like this. Somebody from within the organization, okay, saw a video it was back in July, at the end of July, when the Orioles were taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And he was just giving facts about how the Orioles have struggled at Tropicana Field. And he was backing that up with stats and was just doing his job as a broadcaster. And somebody from the organization took quite offense to it. And anyhow, he ended up getting suspended. So there's these things that are going on, these chants that are going on, saying free Kevin Brown. And it basically just, makes me think about how, when we're on here, guys, I do try to give you factual information about stuff. And That's all Kevin Brown was trying to do. He was just trying to give factual information that wasn't anything harmful, nothing like that. Didn't say anything, didn't use any sort of profanity, didn't do anything bad in that regard. But it's important that we talk about these issues, or that we talk about these things too, because I want you guys to know that we give facts on here. I mean, we voice our opinions, of course, but we also try to back things up with facts, and we try to, have a very good integrity on here. Trey Turner's coming up to the plate, and the first pitch that he sees is blooped out into center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Turner gets aboard with a leadoff single. It's his second hit of the day. And that's how we start off the bottom of the fifth. So, just wrapping up the story. I mean, I wanted to just be sure to talk about it and bring it up because I just think it's so important to talk about these things because this is what we do. And it's a shame that somebody got in trouble for just doing like his actual job. Like that's exactly what he was doing. And we try to do our job as best as we can, but if we don't talk about these things, then we're not bringing awareness, guys. And it's really important. No balls, one strike to Alec Boehm. Gore comes set, winds up, delivers, and it's a foul ball. I don't know. I honestly have no idea, but it would be a shame if I didn't bring that up because, I got to speak up for those people that do have broadcasting jobs and that, I got to stand up to what I believe in, guys. The 0-2, grounder hit over to third. The flip over the second, there's one. The throw back to first in time. And that is a 5-4-3 double play hit by Alec Boehm. There's two away with nobody on. That's just a rally quarter right there. It was a good pitch to hit, too, and he just got on top of it. Here comes Bryce as he swings and misses at pitch number 1. And the count is 0-1. Harper's 1 for 2 today. Had the RBI double earlier in the ball game to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead. Gore comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it up high for ball 1. But the other lesson to be said, guys, is that you always do have to watch what you say. Because you never know who's watching. And you don't want to say anything that's really harmful. And you want to try to always make peace with people, guys. That's the lesson to be learned. And to stand up for what you believe in, too. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch to Bryce is way up high for ball 3. What's up, Creaking with Kenny? I appreciate that. I appreciate you for coming on here. Gore comes set at the chest, kicks, fires, and throws it. Oh, man, it looked like it was a little low, but it's a called strike at the knees. The count is 3-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. The payoff pitch, foul ball. The one other thing I will say, too, and then we'll shift off to another conversation, is, like when you're in broadcasting and when you're working behind the scenes, like, this was just during a pregame show, and there was a whole graphics board up behind it. And so the producers and everybody else that was involved, they knew what was happening. The 3-2, swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out on the high cheese fastball, and that's going to do it. So the Phillies go down. They got a single from Trey, but that's it. And we head now to the top of the 6th. So, yeah, the producers knew what was going on. They had a whole graphic up about how the Rays were struggling. And so, Kevin Brown just got in trouble for it. And that's not right, guys. He was just doing his job. And we try to do our job on here, guys. My job is to A, be a storyteller, B, get you guys involved with color commentary, right? Because you guys are a part of the story. And then to voice my opinions. Sometimes we have fun on here, but at the end of the day, we try to do our job. And we try to get better at doing our job, and that's why we do this all the time. So, and I also come on here to educate. That's what I do as well, guys. If I'm not educating you, if you're not learning one new thing from this cast, I'm not doing my job. So, that's how we roll on here. But we can't shy away from these conversations. All right, Phillies lead it 6-0. In case you are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload and when I go live as well. All righty. Yes. Hit that thumbs up button. We just got over the 30 mark, guys. Let's get to 40. Let's get to that 40 mark. All right, we're in the top of the 6th inning. After this inning, we're going to take a break. Michael Lorenzen is throwing a shutout so far. Has been very, very solid. Yeah, I just said that. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're joking. You learned that Citizens Bank has a waffle burger. Yeah. I'm happy that you researched that just to double check and make sure. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. So CJ is 0 for 2. Flied out to center, grounded out to shortstop. The 1-1. Fly ball hit out to center field, backing up is Rojas, and he stops and makes the catch right at the belt for out number 1. If you guys do enjoy my content, I do encourage you all to like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bell icons. And speaking of bell, the Phillies bell tonight is red. It's a bright red. Looks pretty cool. It's more of like a salmonish type of a color. Logan Thomas is due up, and he takes the first pitch down low, so the count is 1-0. The pitch popped up out to shallow right center field. Castellanos calls off Castro, says he has it, and he makes the catch in shallow right center field for out number 2. I like that play because sometimes you've seen the Phillies just not doing a good job of communicating on those types of plays because you had Castellanos there, then you had Rojas coming over, and then Castro from the infield trying to help out as well. And Castro was like, I got it. We've seen some errors with the Phillies that have happened this year in that regard. No balls, 1 strike to Joey Meneses, and he takes that one just at the knees for a called strike. So that makes the count 0-2. Remember, you had that play where Brandon Marsh and Nick Castellanos collided out in right center field as they just couldn't be able to call each other off. And then in the infield, you had Turner and Sosa making that same sort of mistake. The 0-2, that's off the plate. And the count is 1-2 to Joey Meneses, who had 2 homers in last night's game. Ended up having a big day in the doubleheader. The 1-2, that's down low and outside for ball 2. Joey ended up going 3 for 9 in the doubleheader with 3 RBI, 2 homers, and 2 strikeouts. Played at first base last night and DH'd in the day of yesterday. The 2-2 pitch. Down low for ball 3. So it was a 0-2 count. Is now a full count to Joey Meneses. Lorenzen gets set, winds up, delivers the payoff pitch. Foul ball. And Meneses will stay alive. Lorenzen, before he got traded to the Phillies, he was an all-star this year for the Tigers. In his last Tigers outing, which was on July 27th, he went 5 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, and had 7 Ks. The pitch. Outside by a hair. There's a walk issued by Michael Lorenzen as he is chirping a little bit at Brendan Miller, saying that was a strike. It's pretty close. Could have gone either way. So a 2-out walk that's issued. And Dom Smith comes up and he laces this one out to right field. Castellanos has to go back, and he's there to make the catch. He didn't anticipate it going that far, so it kind of caught him by surprise, but he was backing up and he just made the catch right towards his right side, and the inning is over. So the Phillies, well, they've had a sensational outing from Michael Lorenzen so far, as no one has been able to record a hit off of him just yet. And we go now to the bottom of the 6th. Ooh, wow. Yep, I just said that he walked. Joey walked, and Dom Smith lined out to the right. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, I'll see you in just a little bit. I'm going to take a step off and stretch. See you soon. All right, guys. No spoilers in the chat. Just wanted to remind you guys about that. All right, no spoilers. And, yeah, man, Nick Castellanos comes on up. We need 2 more subscribers to reach the 850 mark. So please make sure that you like and subscribe. So Mackenzie Gore, his day is done. He allowed 6 runs on 7 hits, and Corey Abbott is going to come in. It's a pitch for the Nats. We'll get to his stats in just a few moments, but here's Nick Castellanos. Check swing. Oh, they're going to say that he did not go around, and the count is 1-0. No, I didn't say that you were spoiling anything. I'm just saying no spoilers. I just wanted to remind everybody. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go that time? And they say that he did. Yeah. No. Yeah. Castellanos today has 2 homers in the ball game. The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. First time he went out to dead center field. That was back in the bottom of the 1st. And then he went the opposite way in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Phillies offense starting to really find their groove. The 1-2 delivery downstairs. And the count is 2-2. He is dealing tonight, for sure. Oh, there it is. They're showing scoreboard out in right field. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Castellanos strikes out, and Abbott is able to get his first strikeout of the inning. Jacqueline, I thought you had to go to bed. I thought you said you had to go to bed. 1 out, nobody on. And JT comes up, and Abbott throws a curveball that's just in there for a strike. It was a knuckle curve. JT's 0 for 2. He grounded out and struck out. He's hitting .243 with 13 homers and 44 RBI. The pitch. Outside and low. JT went 0 for 4 in Game 1 of yesterday. Garrett Stubbs got the nod in Game 2. The 1-1. That's up high and inside for ball 2. 2 hours. You said you had to go to bed because you got to get up at 6. 2 balls, 1 strike. Abbott comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it at the knees for another called strike. So that'll make the count now 2-2. Bases empty, 1 out. The 2-2 offering, swing and a miss. JT fished after a high cheese fastball. And that's now back-to-back strikeouts for Abbott. Two outs, nobody on. And here comes Castro, who takes a strike on the outside corner for a called strike. So for 2 today, he struck out, and he's also grounded out as well. The 0-1 off the plate. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch, foul ball. So the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the count is now 2-2 as the pitch is outside. Castro batting on the left side. He's 0 for 2 today. Was acquired from the Pirates. The 2-2 pitch. It's up high for ball 3. And now the count is full. Big spot here. Would like to see him try to drive one if he can. 3-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says yes, he did. I can't believe it. I thought he just held up. But regardless, the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Phils. And we go to the top of the 7th. The Phillies lead it 6-0 as Michael Lorenzen is coming right back up. Okay. Jacqueline, please do not spam the chat when I ask the trivia question. All right? Do not spam the chat. I'm asking very, very nicely. All right. So we do go to the trivia question, guys. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. All right. Comment your answers down below. If you get it right, you'll hear this. I'm sorry, you'll just hear this. And I guess I pressed the other button. But yes. All right. New York. JJ, I'm back again. What's up, man? Thanks for coming on here. Thank you so much for coming on here. Okay. So, this is what I want to know. Okay. So, in case you missed it, all right. Weston Wilson, okay, hit his first Major League home run in his first Major League at-bat. as a Philly, okay? I want to know, okay? I want to know not only who the last one to do it was. Okay, I did say it. But then I also want to know who else did it, okay? Who else homered in their Phillies debut, in their Major League debut for the Phillies in their first at-bat? That's my question. That's my question. I'm not going to ask an easier question because you guys can look it up. First pitch, it's outside for ball one. That's the trivia question for tonight. The 1-0, grounder, hit over towards the first base side. Harper has it, makes the underhanded throw over to first, and it's in time. So there's one out. All right. What's going on? The Phillies, not any other team. The Phillies, I said. In their Phillies debut. No balls, one strike to Jake Alou as he takes that one in the dirt. So the count is 1-1. Oh, man. I find it funny because I remember Jake Lamb. I wonder, is he still in the league? Every time I see Jake Alou, because he's batting on the left side, I just think of Jake Lamb. Just think about him. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch was swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 bouncer that's just fouled towards the third base side. So, yeah, what the heck happened to Jake Lamb? I kind of want to know now. I remember he played for the Dodgers a couple of years ago. Started off his career, of course, with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I remember my dad and I were watching him on MLB Network, and my dad said that he was going to be a really good ball player. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Michael Lorenzen gets strikeout number 4. He's gone 6 2/3 of an inning without allowing a hit thus far. Two outs, nobody on. And the pitch. It's in there for a strike. In case you're wondering, Lorenzen's pitch count is at 95. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The 0-1, grounder, it's fouled though. Don't forget, too, that Rob Thompson did actually end up pulling Christopher Sanchez after going 5 no-hit innings a couple of weeks ago with less than 100 pitches. The 0-2, that's in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Lorenzen comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it upstairs for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ildemaro Vargas. And the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a grounder. It's just fouled. 99 pitches for Michael Lorenzen. His mom and his wife are out there watching him. So you got Weston Wilson and his family watching his Major League debut, and Michael Lorenzen's family watching some history here. The 2-2. There's a line drive. It's played on the bounce, though, by Castro. And Castro throws over to first from his right side in time. And the inning is over. 7 strong innings for Michael Lorenzen in his Phillies debut. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time at the bank. Wow, unbelievable. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question again, okay, because I see that there's a lot of confusion here. I want to know what Phillies players, okay? I did name 3, but I want to know other people, and you can include the 3 that I said too, that have hit a home run in their first professional at-bat with the Phillies. That's what I want to know. If they played for the Phillies and hit a home run in their first Major League at-bat with another team, that does not count. So no, Bryce Harper does not count. I want to know who specifically for the Phillies is considered to be one. And that includes the Philadelphia Athletics too. All right? That is the question. All right, what's going on? Yes. I'll give you guys some more time. We'll do it in the 8th inning, actually. Philadelphia Athletics counts too. Actually, all right, we'll do it now. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All righty. Abbott is on the mound, and the first pitch that he sees is a ball. Utley had a grand slam in his first game. You're correct, actually. I did double check that. Nobody fact checked me, but yes, I'm really happy that you said that. I asked somebody to do that, and nobody did. But thank you for fact checking me. It wasn't in his first game, but it wasn't in his first at bat. Okay, so I take back what I said, but I did ask. The 2-0, it's up high for ball 3. Okay. Bryce Harper, Mike Griffin, Henny Mueller. That is correct. That definitely is correct. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Sosa. It's off the plate, and he draws a walk. All right, who else do we have here? Yes. Henny Mueller, that is correct. Derek Hall, my dad wants to say. Was Derek Hall one of the guys that I mentioned? Was he? Was he one of the guys that I mentioned, guys? That is correct, too. First pitch. It's swung on and missed. It was actually a check swing, but he did not go. It was just in there for a strike. Marlon Anderson. That is correct, too. The 0-1, it gets away from Keibert Ruiz, and going over to second is Sosa. Okay. All right, so there you go. All right, the other guys that you could have answered are Ace Parker. Okay, he did that for the Philadelphia Athletics. Gene Hassan also did it for the Philadelphia Athletics, too. All right, so those were the other 2. And also Ed Sanicki, another guy that did it in his first at-bat on September 14th of 1949. The 1-1, it's popped up out into right field, and it's hooking foul and out of play. And Ricky Jordan as well. That is correct too. So you got that correct. Ricky Jordan was a good one. Marlon Anderson, we said. Trying to see if there's anybody else that I missed. I didn't miss anybody, I don't think. Yep, I saw it. The 1-2, it's, ooh, man, it hits him. Jacqueline, no spoilers. No spoilers, Jacqueline. ends up hitting Edmundo Sosa. And I'll go over to first. All right, so those are all the answers. Yes, Aaron Judge did it for the Yankees, but that doesn't count. So that's like what? That's 7 players that did it. What is WTT? I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're in the bottom of the 7th. Johan Rojas is up at the plate. There's runners over at first and second. Wilson leads off at second base. The pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Oh, and 1 is the count. Junior Marte is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. So the count is 0-1. So Johan Rojas. Abbott looks back over at second. Now back to the plate. The 0-1. It's in there for a called strike. Rojas today is a 1 for 2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Rojas strikes out. That's now 4 strikeouts for Abbott. And here comes Trey Turner, who's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Wilson leads off over at second. Abbott looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. That looked like it was a little bit off the plate, but Brendan Miller has been pretty consistent with the calls on strikes and balls. Runners over at first and second. Wilson leads off at second base. Abbott looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Well, Turner tried to go for the fences, but he missed it as the knuckle curve was downstairs. And the count is 0-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies lead at 6-0. Lots of storylines tonight for the Phils. The 0-2. It's down low and outside for ball 1. Phillies scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Nick Castellanos has hit 2 home runs today. Better yet, Weston Wilson has been on base in all 3 plate appearances that he's had, and he hit his first career home run in his first career at-bat. The 1-2 to Trey. Swing and a bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. The flip over to second. There's 1, and they won't even throw it over to first. And that puts runners at the corners. But the biggest story of all is Michael Lorenzen making his Phillies debut. He's been around. He got acquired via the trade deadline from the Tigers. And he already has a no-hitter through 7 innings. Alec Boehm is due up. And there's runners at the corners with 2 outs. Phillies lead it 6-0. They scored in the first 4 innings, at least 1 run. 31 pitches for Abbott, who kicks, steals the pitch. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. Boehm tonight 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded into a double play, grounded into a fielder's choice, and also scored a run. What's up, Bob? How you doing, man? No balls, 1 strike. Abbott comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's inside for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to Alec Boehm. Boehm is hitting .292 lifetime against the Nats. The 1-1. Bouncer, it's fouled towards the third base side. Along with the .292 average, he's hit 7 homers in 46 career games against the Nats and has drove in 32 RBI during that span. 1-2 is the count to Bohm. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Abbott comes set at the belt, kicks, fires, and it's laid off by Bohm. Bohm did have a 4-hit game against the Nationals back in July on the 1st, actually, and he scored 3 runs and had a multi-homer game where he had 2 homers and 6 RBI. Two and two is the count to Alec. The pitch. Down low for ball 3. And that'll make the count full. On deck is Bryce Harper. Runners at the corners. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging the ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Wilson comes in to score. Going over to second is Turner, and he'll go over to third. An RBI single for Alec Bohm, and the Phillies lead it 7-0. Good piece of hitting. And he comes through once again. It's a fastball right out over the outside part of the plate. And Wilson just came jogging in to score. And now Bryce Harper is coming up. He had an RBI double back in the 1st and scored a run too. Going up against his former team. And he'll face Abbott right here. The first pitch to Bryce. Oh, he tried to swing and go for the fences, but it was fouled off. The count is 0-1. He's the one that put the Phillies on the board 1-0 on an RBI double out to right center field. He ended his on-base streak against the Nationals yesterday afternoon after going 0 for 4. The 0-1, that's down low for ball 1. It was at 37 games. It's a 37-game on-base streak that he had. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harper. Abbott comes set, winds up, and throws it up high for ball 2. Harper against the Nationals' lifetime is hitting .315 with 68 hits and 216 at-bats, and has homered 13 times and has drove in 34 runs. The 2-1 pitch, swinging that fly ball hit out to right center field. On the run, though, is Call, and he tracks it down to make the catch in the alleyway. And the inning is over. The Phillies do get another run, though, on an RBI single for Alec Bohm, and Michael Lorenzen, with 100 pitches, is going to go back to pitch the 8th inning. No hit, 7 no-hit innings for him. Let's see what happens when we return. Okay. Guys, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments, all right? I'll see you very, very soon. Okay, guys, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button too, all right, so that way you know when I upload. All right, just a reminder, guys, no spoilers in the chat. I hope you're all doing well. What a game it's been for the Phillies so far. They lead it 7-0 as we go to the top of the 8th. Michael Lorenzen has thrown 7 no-hit innings. He did pitch a 3-hitter for the Tigers. It was a couple of years ago. A couple of outings ago. First pitch by Lorenzen. It's down low for a ball. Rutherford's up at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Phillies are on no-hitter alert. Michael Lorenzen. Rutherford's 0 for 2 today. He hasn't gotten a hit just yet in a Nationals uniform. The 1-1. Swing on a fly ball. Hit out to right field. Castellanos tracks it down and makes the catch in front of the track. Lorenzen was like, that was close. And there's 1 out in the top of the 8th. 103 pitches for Michael Lorenzen. Lifetime against the Nationals, he's 0-1. Call is up at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. The first pitch that he sees is a called strike. Oh, there's his little baby. The 0-1 up high for ball 1 and inside 2. He has faced the Nationals 13 times and has a 5.87 ERA. The 1-1, swinging a line drive into center field. Rojas tracks it down, though, and makes the catch towards his right side. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The last Philly to throw a no-hitter was Cole Hamels. That was celebrated a couple of days ago, the anniversary. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The first pitch to Abrams is down low for a ball. Abrams tonight is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Lorenzen. Downstairs for ball 2. Went with a changeup at that time at 85. It said 89. Beg your pardon. The 2-0 delivery. Line drive foul. Down the right field line. The last time that he faced the Nationals was on May 7th of 2022. And that was when he was in an Angels uniform. The 2-1 popped up. It's hooking foul, though, towards the left field side, and it just goes out of play, and the count is 2-2. That outing that he pitched in, he went 4 2/3 and allowed 5 hits, 5 earned runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to C.J. Abrams. The pitch, swinging a fly ball, hit out to right field. Castellanos tracks it down and makes the catch. 8 no-hit innings for Michael Lorenzen. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. He has been unbelievable tonight. 111 pitches. And we go to the bottom of the 8th in Philadelphia. An exciting game for the Phils. Wow. Oh, man, my heart is racing. Can you believe it, guys? We are witnessing history. Yeah, man. Wait for that 9th inning call if he goes back out there. And if it happens, just wait for the raw emotion. I'm so glad Lorenzen's pitching tonight. I feel you guys. Guys, if you're new to the channel, okay, you guys are witnessing history on here. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, I encourage you all to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. Braves and Pirates, I know that this is not as important right now, but they are tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, let's take a sip of water. How many people do we have on here? How many people do we have on here, guys? Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button too while you're at it. 48 people? And we haven't even reached the 40 mark. What are we doing, guys? We gotta get to 50. We gotta get to the 50 mark. If you guys haven't liked already, please make sure that you guys do that. Oh man. Phillies lead it 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lorenzen, there he is in the Phillies dugout. That's been the main story of tonight. An absolute incredible gem so far for Michael Lorenzen. We're in the bottom of the 8th, though. Don't have to worry about the 9th just yet. 111 pitches in 8 innings. 4 walks allowed. 4 strikeouts, but no-nos in the other categories. Here comes Castellanos, who lifts this one out to left field. That's going back to the track and making the catch is Rutherford. Oh, he was looking for his 3rd home run. That's been another storyline. He has 2 on the day. But he lines out to left. And now here comes JT Realmuto. Here we go. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies lead it 7-0. JT coming up. The first pitch that he sees is a called strike. Dylan Covey, I do have to say, is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. No signal yet from Rob Thompson with what he's going to do. The 0-1. It's at the knees for a called strike. Wonder if that's just in case something happens. The count is 0-2 to JT. Garcia comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it down low. And the count is now 1-2. Mackenzie Gore got the start for the Nats. Gave up 7 hits and 6 runs in just 5 innings of work. The 1-2. It's fouled off. Jacqueline, please stop. Please stop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. It's a little blooper, hit out over to first base, and it's caught for out number 2. What's up, yes, sir? How we doing? 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. Castro up at the plate. Garcia steals the pitch. Fly ball. It's hit out to right field. It's hooking foul, though, and it'll go out of play. Robert Garcia on the mound. The 0-1. Foul ball. It's good. You're good. Yeah, he's watching Snowman, man. He's supporting Snowman. That's what's going on. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. In the bottom of the 8th, time is called really quickly. Garcia has 2 strikeouts on the season. He went 2 innings, or 2 1/3 of an inning, I should say, as the 0-2 is off the plate. over his last 7 days. Had a walk and 2 strikeouts, and that was against the Cincinnati Reds. So he has an outing right here. The 1-2, it's down low for ball 2. It's another one of their top prospects. He stands at 6'4", 225 pounds. He's 27 years old. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castro. Garcia comes set at the belt, winds up, delivers the pitch. Foul ball again, and Castro stays alive. Rodolfo Castro versus Robert Garcia. Quite a battle in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 is the count. The pitch. Grounder. Hit over to third, and the throw over to first is in time. Good play made by Vargas. And the inning is over. Will Michael Lorenzen go out there for the 9th? He will. Here he comes. He's pitched 8 no-hit innings, and fans are roaring at the bank. And now the question is, can he complete the job? Some unfinished business for him right here. As I mentioned before, earlier in July, he had a 3-hitter that he pitched for the Tigers. Was just acquired by the Phillies at the deadline. 111 pitches so far, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks allowed, but not a hit. He's about to make some history here. Hopefully he can just keep it up. Just an absolute big spot. And honestly, he has pitched so well today. Like, when you talk about just the mechanics that he's been utilizing today, like, it's not just the fastball. That changeup has really been so sharp. It really, really has. And I think that I said that coming into the game that he just has to get a lot of ground balls and make sure that hitters feel uncomfortable and off balance. So it's all been working so far. Now the question is, can he finish the job? 24 outs in this game without a hit. He needs 3 more. They're showing, all right, Phillies all-time no-hitters. Charles Ferguson, Red Donahue, Chuck Frazier, Jim Bunning. Can't forget about that. Roy Halladay as well. He did it 2 times. All right, Logan Thomas will lead things off. The first pitch. It's in there for a called strike. 92 miles per hour at the knees. Thomas 0 for 3. Struck out looking his first at bat, the 0-1. It's down low. Time he went with a slider. He struck out, grounded out, and flied out as well. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer, hit over to third. Bohm has it, throws over to first, and it's in time. 1 away in the top of the 9th. The crowd is absolutely roaring. 2 more outs needed. And now Joey Meneses, who homered 2 times in last night's game, is due up. He has walked twice tonight. Pitch number 1. Strike 1 on the outside corner. A slider at 85. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch, swinging a grounder, it's fouled. And it would have gotten by Alec Bohm. Lorenzen's wife holding his little baby. Sitting right next to his mom in the crowd. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Lorenzen trying to communicate with JT with a roaring crowd. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. Not gonna lie, it looked like it was a little bit off the plate, but he sold the call. And Michael Lorenzen 1 out away from making history for the Phils. Here comes Dominic Smith. The first pitch down low. The Nationals are down to their final out. Smith 0 for 3 tonight. I guess it's so weird for me to say that because it's a no-hitter so far. In 8 2/3, the 1-0. Strike 1, a slider at the knees. Smith has fouled out, flied out, and lined out today. The 120th pitch coming up. Here it is, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Michael Lorenzen is 1 strike away from making Phillies history. One ball, 2 strikes to Dom Smith. He takes a quick breath, looks over to third, now back to the plate. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 delivery, down low and in the dirt. Now you just got to try to calm down. Everybody's on their feet at Citizens Bank Park as Michael Lorenzen is 1 strike away from history. The 2-2. Foul ball down the third base line and it goes out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes to Dom Smith. Nationals down to their final strike. Michael Lorenzen trying to go for history here. Can he do it? 2-2 is the count. The pitch down low for ball 3. So now Smith has worked his way up to a full count. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Hit out to center field. Rojas calls everyone off, and he makes the catch. Michael Lorenzen, on August 9th of 2023, has thrown a no-hitter for the Phils. Everybody's crowding him on the mound. Tears of joy coming down everybody's face, and the Phillies win 7-0 on a no-hitter by Michael Lorenzen. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. A red, white, and blue bell. There's Nick Castellanos' son hugging his mom. So many storylines. Nick Castellanos with 2 homers in front of his son at the bank. That's 1. Top that off with Weston Wilson in his first major league at-bat, hitting a big home run and getting on base all 3 times. And then you top that off with a no-hitter in Michael Lorenzen's Phillies debut at home. Can't write a better story on August 9th of 2023. The first no-hitter since Cole Hamels did it in 2015 on July 24th. And he's standing all by himself right on the mound. The only sound effect that I can play that I have. He did it. He did it. Wow. So what? So that's now the fourth no-hitter that I've gotten to see in a Phillies uniform. I saw 2 from Roy Halladay, 1 from Cole Hamels. The only perfect game I saw was from Roy Halladay. And I get to see that. What a story. Happy birthday to us. My birthday's tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow, but that is so cool. Just wow. Let's see all these comments on here. Straight monster feeling tonight. Lots of stuff I got to cut tonight, that's for sure. Riamuto hugged him right as soon as the final pitch was thrown. Even Johan Rojas out in center field had to take a moment for himself. You can even see Trey Turner in the dugout. He just hopped over the fence. Wow. Got to get it. Oh, yeah, man, you do. He's being interviewed on NBC Sports Philly. Thank you, guys. I can't believe he did it. What a call. August 9th, 2023. I had to say the date. I had to say that date. I don't know why. I just felt like I had to do it. As he gets a whole bucket of ice dumped on him by Alec Boehm and Bryson Stott. And, well, here comes some more with Kyle Schwarber and JT. Wow. 14th in history. Yep. See, this is where I wish I would have a spotter, but I think that we did a pretty good job at calling that. I'm getting choked up. I have the chills. That is just unbelievable. If you were to tell me that Nick Castellanos would have 2 homers tonight, I would have called you crazy. If you would have told me that Weston Wilson would not only hit his first career home run in his first major league at-bat at home, but get on base every single time he got on tonight, and also get his first stolen base, I'd call you crazier. And then just the cherry on top, Michael Lorenzen, man. That is the eye of the prize, the no-hitter. I'm truly blessed. Yes, I feel you, man. I feel you. This game here will be the game remembered at the end of the season as when this team became a family. Gotta tell my ELA teacher tomorrow from last year because she's a Phillies fan. Yes, you gotta do that. Wow. I'm shedding tears, says Sam. Me too. Me too. That's what sports is all about, guys. That is so cool. Look at all these comments, man. Let's go. All right, guys. I think that's going to wrap things up. Wow. Just heard the news. Let's go, Philly. Says long ball. Let's go. Oh, man. Braves are still in first, says Hank. Dude got traded 10 days ago, and he throws a no-hitter. I wonder if that's ever happened. I was trying to look that up, but again, I don't have spotters, so I can't check those things. But that is so cool. You're going to have to call your dad. I get to spend time with my dad next. That's where it all started. Oh, man. Yeah, Michael Lorenzen did it, man. I'm so happy that I got to watch the final 9 outs of this amazing game. That was so cool. See, I feel like I got to stay on here, guys, because I know that we have more people coming on. That was incredible. I don't know what else to say. They're still interviewing him. I wonder what McCarthy's call sounds like. Now I got to listen to Scott Fransky's call. They're trying to probably get him on the radio, but they have to wait, I'm sure. I can only imagine like what's going on in the radio booth. You know? Congrats, Phillies. Superman Phillies. What is up, Sam? What's up, Sam? Shout out to you guys. Thanks for coming on here. Ugh. All right, the whole team is surrounding him right by the dugout as everybody's going to hug him right here. There's Caleb Cotham. There's Brandon Marsh. I'm sure that he's going to have quite an incredible night tonight. There's his mom and his wife, and oh man, she gets to hug him with their little baby. Oh, that's so cute. I want to make sure that I have that correct on his kid's name. Yep. That's his wife, Cassie. They got married in 2016. They just welcomed a baby girl. It was on November of 2022. Her name is June. That's what her name is. So, and there's his mom, of course. His mom's name is Cheryl Lorenzen. That is so cool. Shame on the Tigers, says Andrew. Look at him holding his baby June up. Oh, there she is. She's like, I just want to be on your shoulders. But what are all these cameras doing behind me? What's going on over here? And that is awesome. I'm so shocked, and no one's going to talk about this, but give Rob Thompson credit for keeping him in. Because I'll be honest with you, probably not a lot of managers would have done that with the pitch count. Let's give Rob Thompson his flowers. You know? That was awesome. Guys, well, I think that we should just end it right here. All right? I love you all so much. Phillies history in the books tonight. And I'll catch you all tomorrow on my actual birthday. I guess that my birthday came early this year. All right. Love you guys so much. All right. Take it easy. Have a good night. And be well, everybody.